Hey guys, welcome to another video in our Python series. In the previous video, we installed Python and wrote our first program, which was this one. We can again run it. But in this video, we'll understand how Python code actually works, why Python looks different from other languages, and most importantly, indentation, which is critical in Python. If you understand this video properly, you will avoid most beginner mistakes. So first of all, how Python executes code. Python is an interpreted language, which means Python reads and executes your code line by line from top to bottom, just like this. Python will execute just as it is. First, it will execute this line, then this line, then this line. I'll increase the size of the terminal a bit. There is no separate compile step like C or Java. Whatever you write, Python tries to execute immediately. And Python will always execute this code in the exact order you see. As I told you, first it will execute this, then this, then this. Now let's talk about Python syntax basics. Python syntax is designed to be simple and readable. In Python, each line is usually one instruction. Python is case sensitive. You don't need semicolons like you do need them in C, C++, and C# too, I think so. I don't remember it completely, but I think C# do needs semicolons too. You don't use curly braces for blocks. And what I mean by case sensitive is this. This is a comment. We'll discuss about comments in a while. Case sensitive. For example, Python treats these two differently. Like if I write this and I write this, you can see there's a yellow underline on this, and it's saying print is not defined. So Python treats the first line differently and second line differently. The first line will work because it's the right syntax for the Python. Now let's talk about the indentation in Python, which is the most important thing to know. In Python, indentation is not optional. Indentation defines blocks of code. For example, I'll just delete all the code first. Then if true, let's use a conditional statement. We'll discuss about conditional statement in future videos. Right now we are just discussing some basic like syntax of Python. And I write this one. This is inside the if block, and another thing I write here. Okay, so if I write it like this, it will get printed. But what if I don't add space here? It will throw an error. What error is this? Indentation error. Expected indented block after if statement on line 1. It's saying that there should be an indentation here to like tell the Python interpreter or program, you can say, that it is like it comes, this line comes under if statement, and anything intended belongs to the block above it. Like in simple words, you can say it. And best practice I would suggest is always use spaces, not tabs. Most editors like VS Code handle this automatically. Now let's talk about comments. This is not like YouTube comments. Comments are notes for humans, not for Python. Python ignores comments completely. For example, you just write a simple code. For example, let's say print hello viewers. So you can just say this line prints hello viewers. Simple as that. So we use comments something as notes. For example, you have notes in your phone app which you might use to remember stuff. So like developers use this comment feature for remembering their code, like what the function do, like function A executes this code, function B executes that code, and so on. And comments help you and others understand your code later, because if your code is way too big, you might have a hard time understanding it later. Now let's talk about some Python keywords. Python has reserved words called keywords. These words have special meanings and cannot be used as variable name. And the words are if, else, for, while, def, return, and elif. We'll learn each keyword step by step in upcoming videos. Okay, so now let's talk about some common beginner errors. First one is, I'll clear this one first. Missing quotes causes syntax error. For example, actually in VS Code, it will give you the other single quote by itself. But let's say you are not using this one, or you didn't follow the first video, so you don't have the extensions I have installed already. So it will look like this, and it will give you a red underline. And when you try to execute it, it will give you a syntax error saying unterminated string literal. It means this single quote isn't closed. So if you close it, this will fix this error. Now second one is case sensitivity error, which we have discussed earlier, which was this, that if I used capital P in print, it will cause an error, because Python does not recognize incorrect capitalization. The second one is indentation error. Sorry, I was gonna type indentation error. So let's say we have discussed it earlier too. This will cause you an indentation error. For example, like this: expected and intended block after if statement. And even one extra space can break your program. Let's try this. Okay, in this case it's not causing any problem, but let's say I'll use multiple statement. And when you run it, it's working in my case. But in some cases, when you have certain conditions and certain things running in your program, it might cause you an error because of the indentation. If it's wrong, it will give you an error. Okay, so let's talk about some basic coding practices. Read error messages carefully. Write clean, readable code. Now what you might think, what do I mean by clean readable code? For example, just add comments like explaining what this line do, or maybe what this function will do in your program. So even if another person reads your code, they can just understand in a minute or so that what your program is doing and which line is doing what. And another one is don't copy blindly. Just don't copy from Stack Overflow blindly. Try to understand each line. And makes last but not the least, make small changes and test often. For example, you might, let's suppose you are printing one. I'll use Control D. Okay, it's not working. I'll use Control C plus Control V to copy and paste it, and I'll run it. And now I want to print 6, like till 6. So I will you first add 5, then run it, then again copy paste it, then run as 6. So this is what I mean when I said make small changes and test often. In the next video, we will learn variables and data types, which means storing and working with data in Python. If this video helped you understand Python syntax, like the video, subscribe to the channel and comment syntax clear below. See you in next video. Thank you guys for watching.